everybody. This is Murugan from Equisys Financial Services. It is my pleasure to make you feel more confident about stock market analysis. And we are very glad to see you at this level. I hope you might have completed till day 5 activity post our comprehensive workshop on technical analysis. Note, this video is meant only for the participants who have attended our comprehensive workshop on our technical analysis, which is a 3 full day workshop, and followed by that they might have completed a 5 days activity, which is a theoretical oriented activity to recall the program completely. So at this level, the viewer of this video must be confident in responding any questions from our comprehensive workshop about technical analysis theoretically and logically. So from a theoretical perspective, you should have a clear view. Now all you need to do is to apply certain things in the actual charts. From there we have to practice, from there we have to gain confidence, and from there we can move on to do the real-time analysis. So now what we need to do is to spot certain things using a live charts, using an actual charts, not through something drawn through manually. So we have already sent you the login credentials, which is your user ID and password for to log in the analytical tool by which you can access the charts of companies which are listed in National Stock Exchange. However, I restrict you people to use only a top 50 company to do the analysis, which is CNX Nifty. So by this time, what actually we plan to do is give you a small idea once again about our activity. So I hope you also recognize this, all of our activities to emphasis on the knowledge and discipline. So I hope you people also aware about our mission, which is we educate, equip and empower you to become a successful stock trader. So we are on the mission, and now you almost crossed about 20 to 30% of the activity. So the remaining 60% if you cross, and I hope you feel confident about making money in stock market. And it is not just as a part of disclaimer, and this is actually true. So we don't give anything as a profit guarantee or a magical formulas with buy sell signals. All our efforts, all of our activity is to make sure that to build a confidence through a solid knowledge, which is the analysis whatever we explained is also universally followed principles. So by this time, I also personally request everybody, the viewer of this the video. So I request you to please go and post your reviews about the Equisys, about your the takeaway from the program, whatever you had till now. If you find the program is really useful, you can also let the other people aware about the same. This can help us along with the other participants who wanted to know where they can actually find the professional institute. Okay. So that the link would be available in your Gmail. Kindly go and check out your Gmail where you can find the Google review about the Equisys. So just click onto that and you can post your reviews. Make sure the reviews are descriptive, by the way other people can also read. Thanks for the time. Now we actually go to the post training activity. I hope, as I mentioned, it was divided in 3 parts. Now you completed the first part. Now you people are the second part, which is a practical. So you completed the recall activity. At the end of recall activity, you should be clear about the terms. You should understand the logic behind analysis. You know how to derive demand and supply through price volume charts. You must be comfortable with analysis along with the criteria. And you must be confident in forecasting stock price using technical analysis. Now what we need to do is just check out all these things using a live actual charts. So here is where our the instruction is going to begin, which is a post session activity from day 6 to day 9. So in day 6 and day 9, as I said, we are going to apply certain things using a live charts, actual charts. So what happens is, in day 6 we are going to dedicate our full time only with respect to our price patterns we have covered within a comprehensive program. On day 7 we study only about a candlesticks pattern. On day 8 we study about the gap analysis. On day 9 we study only about the algorithmical indicators. and the trend line and the Fibonacci indicators I have not covered on day 10. Instead, we have just shifted towards on the later session on about a day 14 and day 15. There was a reason behind it. Now on day 6, it is dedicated only for a price patterns. So now what we need to do is we have to on day 6 there is about steps of instruction which you need to follow. The step 1, you can pause the video the moment I complete the step 1, and you can go and do that activity and you can come back. Okay, the step 1 is you have to go to your email, okay, and download the software, which is an analytical software we have given or we have emailed it to you. Okay, what you have to do is you have to go to the email, download the software, okay, and it's gonna take about a few minutes to download till the time you pause the video. And the moment it is downloaded, and you have to install the same. The installation is just easy, just double click onto it and do next. For some people, if you don't have a .NET framework on your Windows, then it might ask you to install the same. So kindly do the installation, which is a prerequisite to run the software. If you have a .NET version which is a 4, then it might simply in about a few clicks this can get installed. Okay, if you install the .NET version, I request you to restart the complete system. If you have any problem in installation, you can contact a program coordinator, or you can also use the available numbers, or you must be having the contact person number through which you can contact us. Okay, which is 995007790. So to make sure that after installation you have to restart the system. Okay, so if you restart the system, you could probably see so if you go back to your desktop, you have to see something like this one market view with one numerical icon. Okay, so what you have to do is, now if this is installed, now you have to double click onto this. So this can ask you to go for your user ID and your password. So take your user ID from the Gmail you got it from, and type your password. That is also given in your the demo account has been given through your Gmail ID or your email ID. Okay, and you can press remember me. So every time you may not necessary to type it every time. Okay, and you can go for a login. Okay, if you log in, this is gonna just a login. So it can take about a minute or so, because it's the first time you are using this. So I recommend you to spend some time in logging into it. Okay, so just leave this thing. Now you have to go back to your Gmail. I hope you know the forum ID. So just come to your forum, log in your forum. Now what you have to do is, I hope you might have completed till day 5. Now you have to choose day 6. So this is actually open for the time being till it actually downloads all the historical data. Do not disturb the software. So just minimize the same, and you come here and actually go to a day 6 activity. Okay, so the moment you come for a day 6 activity, then you get to know it is only dedicated for a price pattern. See, look at this. Your activity is this way today. Today you are actually going to focus only on price pattern. So you can forget about Dow theory, you can forget about the candlesticks, you can forget about the gap analysis, all this stuff. But make sure that you are confident on price pattern. So what you have to do is, first go to your first question. I think most probably it would be in your bottom of it. What is price pattern? Explain the price patterns with its criteria. This is once again a recall activity. Okay, so once again you have to write by one, okay, like what are those price patterns. Okay, so you can say that it's a double top, double bottom, then head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder, okay, and then you might have seen about a cup pattern. So likewise you have seen all the patterns. So I hope you people are focusing something here, okay. I've just make it a little bit bold for you people to recognize it. Okay, so the moment you type all these things one by one, you have to give me the criteria here, okay. Make sure that you give me your criteria here. CRITERIA. So explain the criteria here. Explain the criteria here. Okay, just take 2 or 3 lines in each. Okay, so this is a way to answer this question. This is once again a recall, but however make sure that you write the criteria very clear once again, and only with respect to the price patterns. Okay, so you have completed something about the price pattern. Now what you have to do is, so now you have to go to day 6, which is a second question, which is identification of double top pattern using a chart. See, this is not necessarily you have to identify only the successful pattern. So what we have to do is, this is just a homework, just to understand ourselves. So what we have to do is, we have to identify one successful pattern and one failure patterns. So that is what it has been mentioned here. If you identify one double top which was successful after the pattern, then you have to identify one double top which has actually gone failed. Okay, but make sure that in those 2 patterns the criteria are clearly available, because only with the criteria we can qualify this as a double top or a double bottom. So if you say this is a technical pattern, this is a technical pattern with all criteria, but there are some patterns which can go fail. That is why we say the success ratio could be around over 50, but it can be very tough to go beyond 60%. So the remaining 40% be the failure one, but those things also met with a proper criteria. So now what we have to do is, the instructions are very clearly mentioned here. This is a practical session. It means what? You have to open the analytical tool. I hope in your tray it would be available. This would be this. Okay, and you have to take the charts. So take the charts, just right click onto it, take the charts available here. I'll tell you one more time, just press any symbol here, just right click and go to the charts here. Okay, so your chart should be loading here. Just expand it, press H. Now it would be default, it would be 5, which is a 5 minutes chart, but now we are going to do something with respect to daily. So just press D. Okay, and you have a line charts, candlestick charts and bar charts, all this stuff here on the left hand side, all icons. I hope you people, some of you must be interested in line charts or candlesticks. It is up to you. So now here is the indices. Press CNX Nifty, which is a top 50 company. If you don't find any patterns in top 50 company, maximum you can go up to top 100 company. Okay, but I can recommend you to go with Nifty. But if you don't find any patterns in top 100, Murugan, I'm not in the position to see all the top 150, then you can go for a top 100, nothing wrong. Okay, but I don't want a pattern, any stocks which is out of top 100. Even if you don't have anything, leave it. Just look at the other people answers, then you can start responding. But you can spend as much as time in each and every topics. Okay. Now go and look at the question. This question is only about a double top. Am I right? This is only about the double top. So now what we have to do is go to this. Just press any company, ACC. So if you go to the ACC.